Scott is taking the stage from a legend in Coach Kerry Green down there at Liberty. He was there for 26 years, ton of NCAA tournament appearances. Big shoes to fill on that seat over there.
Announced his retirement late in the summer. Right off the opening tip, Liberty has first possession and quick early points by Avery Mills. Just underway, Liberty out to an early 2-0 lead. Starting lineup for the Patriots, Walton, Harris, Johnson, Volker, and Kamara as the Patriots get the equalizer.
Kennedy Harris off to a good start for GeorgeMason.
For Liberty, their starting five, Mills, Athene, Nawabi, Stout, and Ayesdaughter. Mills, a preseason all-conference selection, top of the key, Nawabi. Sends it far side, Athene. Has it again on the right wing, inside look, and a strong move, and a good roll for Nawabi, and a 4-2 lead on a fast pace opening minute of play.
They ended up with a mismatch down there. Kennedy Harris got caught on a post player at the front. Liberty made a great pass over the top.
On that matchup between Kamara and Nawabi, she may be one of the only Patriots that can stick with her. Here's MJ Johnson, bounces that one in for three.
Banks are open on Sundays, I guess.
Don't know if she called it or not. 5-4, GeorgeMason with its first lead of this game today. Ayesdaughter puts on the brakes. Up top to Stout. Chris crossing past the screen. Mills has it now. Mills. Now for Athene. 5 to shoot. Works in on Harris. And a right-handed shot from 6 feet away goes. And again, Liberty out in front. The Patriots are 6-4. The Flames are 5-2.
A little bit of zone defense here by Liberty.
Bounced inside Kamara. Cross court pass, and that's deflected out of bounds and in our direction. Patriots will keep the ball. GeorgeMason on the season, 5-0 here at home. The Flames are 0-1 on the road. They did with those 2 neutral site games played at Navy. Harris off the inbound. High arcing three, and Kennedy Harris now has 5, and that's been her game. When she gets off the quick starts, she's sometimes tough to contain. When you're able to hold her in check, you can keep her into single digits, but she's red hot here to start. Athene working inside Stout. Here come the Patriots off the miss. Zahira Walton. Around to Harris, right corner MJ Johnson for 3, and she got it. And the Patriots have hit all 3 of their 3-point attempts here in the first 3 minutes of play.
That's a heck of a good start for GeorgeMason.
Avery Mills looking for 3. Side iron no good. Rebound off the hands of Ayesdaughter and kept moving by the Lady Flames. Mills again. Inside look, Nawabi, and the bucket for Nawabi. So Nawabi, the freshman forward from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, takes it 11-8, GeorgeMason. Here's Johnson on the offensive board, and she'll hit. Johnson now has a game-high 8 points between Johnson and Harris. They have accounted for all of the Patriots' points so far here in the first quarter.
And neither of them have missed.
And here's Emmy Stout. We put the spotlight on Stout in our pregame show, and Stout is on the score sheet. Liberty spreading the scoring around here in the first quarter of play, and that's out of bounds. It will stay Patriots basketball.
And both of these teams have started off red hot. GeorgeMason shooting the ball at 80-some%. Liberty at 70s. You see Kennedy from long distance. And Liberty's matching them right on the other end.
Here's Kennedy Harris wide open. Look at the deep 3 by Kennedy Harris. She has now matched Johnson, each player with 8 points. Kennedy Harris, 3 of 3 from the floor and a pair of 3-pointers.
Whatever they ate for pregame, that needs to be the menu every time.
Here's a jumper by Ayesdaughter. That's no good. And MJ Johnson back the other way for Volker. Hands it off to Harris. Try to get it back in Volker's vicinity. Harris now left alone in the left corner. That's our first miss of the first quarter. How about these identical numbers? Harris and Johnson, 8 points apiece. Harris 3 of 4. Johnson 3 of 3. And both players have hit 2 3-pointers. Highest order in the corner. Back up top to Mills and left alone Stout, and an easy 2 for Emmy Stout.
Snuck along that baseline, got lost a little bit to the eyes of the defense and capitalized.
MJ Johnson, the left-handed 3, up and away, and she got it. The Patriots are now 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. And we've talked about the slow starts by the Patriots in recent games in the first quarter. Not the case here this afternoon.
Definitely not. And, you know, MJ Johnson is not probably the person that you would pick. You would pick to take these 3-pointers, and she's just knocking them down tonight. Made the first one, and here you go, another one. You need defensive intensity. Mills and Stout can really score. They got to have their attention on them for 4 quarters. And then they're coming off their first conference win and sliding into a big break. It'll be really important that they stay focused on this game.
First free throw attempted by Effie Nawabi. Off the front of the iron, no good so far here today. The Patriots have seen all of their points come from 2 players. Johnson has 11, and Harris has added 8. Here's Walton. Down the left wing. Surveys, and one bounce to Kamara. Turnaround jumper, no good, and Nawabi on the rebound. Underhand toss to Thompson. Her first action tonight. Peters back to Thompson. Running layup, no good. And the rebound, Kamara. And that's where she was so strong last time out. For GeorgeMason, had 9 boards.
She got that rebound, even though she missed the last field goal attempt. It was a good look for GeorgeMason. Ball went inside. You want to keep that balance.
Johnson, near wing, shot no good. And the rebound, Mills, one of 2 preseason all-conference selection. Mills pulls up for 3, back of the iron, and Volker, who played with foul trouble the last time out against Fordham, able to pull it down. Still was able to chip in with 7 points in 18 minutes worth of time for the Patriots in the last game. Johnson, good look underneath. And on the business end, it is Hira Walton.
Little backdoor action, great pass by MJ, nice cut by Walton.
Well, Johnson with her second assist of this opening quarter. We have played 7 minutes. Mills from the corner, and she is fouled by Johnson, who looks like she is shaken up.
It's a collision over there in the corner trying to cover. She came out a little too aggressively. You see Johnson, she sees the ball go. She's coming off the top of that screen. Just made too much contact over there.
Well, for the Patriots, they have gotten the job done from distance. 5 of 6 from beyond the 3-point line. On the other side, Liberty, the edge in points in the paint. 10 of Liberty's 12 points have come in the high traffic area so far today. Avery Mills will set up shop at the free throw line. Sophomore from Lynchburg, Virginia. Didn't have to go very far to play her collegiate basketball. Last year, she was the only freshman to appear in all 33 games for the Lady Flames. This year, she has been in double figures 6 times. Hits the first, and the second one rattles in and out, but she's got another one coming after being fouled on the 3-point attempt. 2 of 3 on that trip, and the lead for the Patriots is 8. Make it 7. A little late on the scoreboard as I was glancing up there. Maria Moteng in the game for the first time today with the basketball. Jada Brown off the handoff, gives to Walton. Jump stop, side iron no good. The rebound, Ayastarter. Traveling with speed, going end to end here. Peters off the miss, tied up by Komara. Then the jump ball possession will favor GeorgeMason.
Last possession, Liberty was in that little matchup zone. You can see they're pushing them way out to start, forcing GeorgeMason to make a bunch of passes to create some penetration.
Well, that was one that Liberty's going to want back. They have missed each of the last 4 shots. Volker didn't have much space, but she hits the mid-range jumper.
It was a good recognition by Volker. Her defender stepped back, and she had just enough room to get a good look and finish.
Patriots had 2 players in double figures in their last game against Fordham. 1 player has reached that mark already here today. Patriots hit just 4 of their 16 three-point attempts against the Rams. Here today already, GeorgeMason is 5 of 6 from beyond the arc.
Mary Motang over there is really dangerous on that left side. She brought up the floor, just gave a little stutter step, and had an open lane before she was fouled.
So the blocking foul goes on Jakayla Thompson, the junior from Louisville, Kentucky. Lobbed into Walton. 2 fouls on the Patriots, 1 on Liberty. Amoteng to the baseline, kick back out to Jada Brown, and for 3. Jada Brown, who was just 1 of 3 on three-point attempts last time out, hits her first attempt of this game. Athene to the corner. Mills with a wide open look, and Avery Mills, as these 2 teams go back and forth. She now has 7 points. 26-17, GeorgeMason. Walton, what a move by Walton. Went right past a defender with an inside-out move to her left to make it 28-17.
Zaha has great footwork. Like, she makes that look so easy, and it's not.
Has 4 points in the last couple of minutes. Here's Mills. Inside for Stout, off the glass. The basket will count, and she is fouled.
That's going to be a good battle all night long. You see this high-low action. They get it inside. Kamara's behind her doing a great job, but again, great footwork by Liberty, and they're going to the line.
Amy Stout last year was named to the Conference USA All-Freshman team. She had a team-high 20 points in the NCAA tournament game against Kentucky. It's the free throw to complete the 3-point play in that game against Kentucky in the NCAA tournament a year ago. Stout became the first true freshman to post a 20-point game for Liberty in the month of March. Amoteng, inside look, and the finish by Sarah Blair, and the Patriots feeding the ball very well. Well, Debbie, I think this is the earliest this season that we have seen Sarah Blair enter a game. Patriots up by 10.
And that's a credit to Sarah's development. You come in as a freshman, there's a learning curve there. And now she's at a point where she can get in the game in the first quarter and contribute. That's good stuff on her part.
Muamba off target with the 3-point attempt. 10 seconds to go. Harris trying to get everything set the way she wants it. Goes past the screen. Stops the 3-pointer. Goes down. It won't fall. And the Patriots in a high-scoring first quarter between themselves and the Lady Flames have the advantage 30-20. For GeorgeMason, 6 of 7 from beyond the 3-point line. Liberty moved and just getting there. Trust Interstate. Welcome back inside Eagle Bank Arena. GeorgeMason up by 10. 30-20 over the Liberty Lady Flames. And a high-scoring, fast-paced opening quarter. The Patriots' previous high score in the first quarter was 26. They beat that mark by 4 points. Their quarter high in any quarter of a game, 35. And the jumper here by Avery Mills. is good, and Mills now has 9 points on 3 of 5 from the floor. Johnson, baseline drive, reverse as she goes to the left hand. She scores, and she is fouled.
You know, this is what makes coaching and sports interesting. MJ tonight is on fire for GeorgeMason. This is her first field goal inside the three-point line. If I'm Liberty and I do the scouting report, she was 1 for 16, Steve, from three-point line before tonight. I'm saying don't play her, let her take that shot. And tonight she is blistering them 3 for 3 from behind the line. Scores that beautiful up and under. Came up just short on the foul shot.
It's the 4th time this season that Johnson has been in double figures. Her season high is 15 points. Those came at Murray State in Daytona Beach when she played 33 minutes and hit 7 field goals. Here today in the first quarter, Johnson is 5 of 5 from the floor and has 13 points. The inbound to Mills, turnaround jumper, no good. Long rebound, Zahira Walton. Walton to the left hand, no good. Got her own miss. Back outside to Johnson, and that's her first miss of the game today. Could tell as soon as it left her hand, it was no good. Athene rolling into the paint. Front of the iron, no good, but Liberty will keep the ball.
Both of these teams are not shy. Getting shot attempts in transition. It's a quick-paced game.
In that first quarter, the Patriots had the lead for 8 minutes and 25 seconds, while Liberty had the advantage for only 56 seconds of play in the opening quarter. Inside, what a move by Nawabi. Off the glass and good to trim the lead to 8.
Good pass from Mills to set up that finish.
Bouncing in, Komara. Swatted high into the air over the head of Stout. And now right to Aya's daughter. Has the numbers. Bounce pass, Athene. Right back to Stout, and on the board again, Stout now has 9 points, 32-26, GeorgeMason. And it was dribbled on the baseline by Johnson, and that'll give the ball back to Liberty, trimming into the lead, while the Patriots have missed their last 4 shots. The Lady Flames allowed Manhattan to score only 13 points in the opening quarter in their last game. Here today, the Patriots scored 30.
You see that physical battle again between Stout and Kamara down there.
Amote takes a couple of steps, doesn't hit from 3. Amote in her last game had just 2 points in 10 minutes worth of action and missed her only 2 field goal attempts. Aya's daughter, top of the key, and that shot is good by Stout, who's now in double figures. And what was an 11-point advantage for the Patriots has dwindled down to 4.
Liberty's been very efficient this quarter with their scoring.
Here's Walton into the corner. Johnson off the miss. Stout pulls down the rebound. Talked about the lead for the Patriots back in the first quarter. Liberty has had the lead for at least 31 minutes in 5 of their 7 games on the season. Stout backing down, and she is fouled by Komara. And it looks like this is going to be one of those games where the Patriots are going to have to keep going to their bench as they battle Stout underneath.
She's a force. I mean, she comes off that screen. She's very physical. You're going to have to get hands up. And the best way to defend her is to not let her get the ball, because she's pretty good with it once she gets it.
Stout on the season, just a 58% free throw shooter, a product of Liberty Christian Academy. Class 3 title while playing in high school. And makes it a 2-point game, 32-30. The Patriots have just 2 points so far here in the second quarter. Volker swung it all the way around to Walton.
He's doing a great job of denying Kennedy Harris.
To the corner, and Johnson, who was so hot back in the first quarter, has not made a shot here in the second.
I would like to see Mason draw something up to get the ball to Kennedy or Za right now.
The only game in which Liberty has not had a lead at any point this season was against Duke. From the corner, back iron no good. The rebound, Nawabi. Carries it in, hands it off to Thompson. Thompson back to Nawabi. Left side of the lane. Kicks it out for Stout. Thought about the handoff to Leone. Keeps it herself, and now for Ayestarter, and a foul is called. That's going to go on Elizabeth Ayestarter, the junior from Iceland. (32-30). GeorgeMason out in front with 5:45 to play here in the second quarter. Kennedy Harris nearly turns it over, got it back, and she is tied up. Possession arrow will stay with GeorgeMason. In their last game, Liberty defeated Manhattan in the Navy Classic 68-56. They had 3 players in double figures in that game. Athene, Stout, and Mills, who had a game-high 24. Here in the game today, Mills has 9 on 3 of 6 shooting. Brown, right wing to Johnson. Now to the corner, it's Volker. And a shot clock violation. Volker just lost her bearings, and the Patriots turn it over. The Patriots were shooting almost 60% after the opening quarter. Their game total is now down to 48%, while Liberty has been steady at 50% so far in the game. Back outside, Leone, the miss from 3. And that will give the ball back to the Patriots.
That was good defense by GeorgeMason. Stout went down that lane, and Mason ended up with 2 people defending her to get the ball out of her hands. We want to make somebody else take the shot.
Liberty on an 8-0 run. The Patriots haven't scored a point in 4.5 minutes. Johnson thought about the 3. Stout defending, and Johnson maneuvers and scores with a layup.
It was a good take by MJ. Don't get locked into all those 3-pointers.
Stout, wide open look for Thompson. Might have had that one blocked from behind, and here comes Harris back the other way with 4.5 to play in the second quarter. 4-point GeorgeMason lead. Walton outside, Volker, and back of the iron, no good, and it's swatted by Johnson, and then Brown looking for Walton underneath, throws it out of bounds.
It's open just a little too much. We talked about Stout for Liberty in the early.
On the field back in the first 4 of 9 here in the second. Liberty has not led here in the second quarter. They have led by 56 seconds so far in the game. But they have been able to trim the Patriots' lead down to 4. Lady Flames basketball. Mills. Nawabi. Up top for Lynn Peters. Athene. Mills inside to Peters. Backing down on Johnson. What a move by Peters for the bucket.
No, I was about to say with Stout out of the game, this might be time for GeorgeMason to capitalize, but number 33, they go right back into the post, and she did the same exact thing.
Peters did not score a point in their last game against Manhattan. Played 9 minutes, had just 2 shots on the board here in the game today against the Patriots to make it a 2-point affair and a chance to tie or take the lead for the Lady Flames. Back outside to Mills. who has 9 points on 3 of 6 on the floor. Driving right side, nowhere to go. Now has to pass it off. Ayesdottir, 7 to shoot. Mills, guarded by Johnson, now has to hurry. The deep three for Mills, that's no good. The rebound went off the hands of Harris, and she is fouled by Nawabi.
A little over the back, good box out by Kennedy Harris.
On the floor for the Patriots, Walton, Harris, Brown, Johnson, Volker, Mills, Athene, Ayesdottir, Mawaba, and Peters, the 5 on court for the Lady Flames. MJ Johnson has tied her career high of 15 points. She set that earlier this season, just a week ago, against Murray State. And on the jumper here, this foul will go on Ayesdottir as she got the reach in there on Walton.
I like that. Get the ball to Zah, let her go one-on-one. She has such a multitude of ways that she can score. She's a dangerous one-on-one cover. You see her just a little bump down, turnaround jumper. Now an opportunity to capitalize on the foul line.
That is the 70th free throw attempt for Walton this season. She's a 69% free throw shooter now, 49 of 70 on the year. Walton had 13 points in 36 minutes last time out on 5 of 10 from the floor. Today she is 2 of 5 for 6 points. GeorgeMason leads by 4. Mills works her way into the lane and draws the foul and gets the basket.
It's real similar defense to what we just saw down there with Zahara Walton. Hands are up, but there's a lot of body contact both ways. MJ Johnson doesn't agree with the call, but the refs got her.
Avery Mills now in double figures for the 7th time this season. It's the free throw, and it's a 1-point GeorgeMason advantage. The lead at one point in time was 11.
It seems like with Stout out of the game that Mills has picked up her offensive presence for Liberty.
The Patriots this season averaging 72 points per game. The Lady Flames are averaging 68 points per contest. Blair backing down, comes up short on that attempt, and there will be no second chance for the Patriots. And again, the Lady Flames have a chance to take the lead and looking to drive baseline. Muwaba just saw the lane was open, had a wide open look toward the basket, and turns it over.
Her feet went before the ball.
Missed opportunity for Liberty. Patriots have hit just 1 of their last 12 shots. Make it 1 of 13. Athene works her way in. Stout. Outside to Mills. Mills for 3, and she got it right in front of the Patriots bench. Mill now has a 15 points to lead all of her teammates, and it's a 38-36 lead for Liberty. Walton in and off the miss. The putback by Blair to even the score. What a momentum boost for Liberty here in the second quarter. Final 1:15 to play. Into the corner. Again for 3. No good by Athene. Off the miss. Shot by Stout. No good. And the Patriots will get the ball.
So Liberty on fire this second quarter. Good box out there by GeorgeMason. I think they would have preferred probably a better shot than that last one.
Here's Walton on the pull-up jumper. Back of the iron, no good. Volker did a good job not to commit a foul there. On Muwaba. 45 to play. Athene. Back outside. Who will have the lead at the break? Mills. Little flip to Thompson. Sees some space, driving, and the layup won't fall. Blair, little too strong.
We'll take our time here and get the best shot available.
Down to 25 seconds left here in the first half. Harris scored those 8 points back in the first quarter. Since then, she has been quiet.
Got two great offensive players here, Walton and Harris.
Three-pointer and Blair looking for some cleanup underneath, and then she is fouled, and that's a good foul by Emmy Stout. That'll force Sarah Blair to the free throw line, not giving her the easy 2 points off the third chance.
You know, I would imagine that Sarah Blair was also not on Liberty's scouting report, and she has been a factor. She has 4 points already, picks up a good foul there, and gets an opportunity to get 2 more for GeorgeMason.
Blair, a freshman from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, has appeared in all 9 games for the Patriots this season with 1 start. Playing just 5.3 minutes per game. That's going to increase here this afternoon. It's the first. Blair had made just 1 of her first 5 free throws on the season before that make. Off the miss, Athene ahead for Ayestarter, and it won't count if it goes. But what a comeback by Liberty in that second quarter after watching the Patriots go end-to-end and score points at will in the first quarter. The Lady Flames put out the fire, and 16 minutes and 46 seconds for the Patriots with the advantage here in the game today. The Lady Flames 6 times this year have had a lead of at least double figures against an opponent in their 7 games. Lady Flames basketball, and on the drive they score to forge out in front. Claudia Athene found some working room. And the Patriots have the answer. That is MJ Johnson for 3. So
this looks just like the first quarter. Quick Liberty bucket off the break, and then followed up by a 3 by MJ Johnson.
First quarter was fast and furious. MJ Johnson hit a ton of 3-pointers. Worked into the corner. Good job on the far side by Ayestarter just to keep it alive. And then throws it away. Volker in transition down the right wing. Picks up the dribble. Inside look Komara, and that shot won't go, but she is fouled.
Whistle seemed a little late. Find MJ coming off that baseline run. Lefty with another 3-pointer.
First shot good by Komara, the graduate student from France who played 4 years at Rhode Island, so going from one conference team to another. Good on the second to make it 44-40. GeorgeMason. Liberty began playing women's basketball. Their first season was back in 1975-76. These 2 programs would tangle 3 years later in 1979 for the first time.
If you're not aware of Liberty's history, I think they've been to the NCAA tournament maybe 18 times. Their coach, Kerry Green, who was there for a very long time. There was a stretch in the 2000s where they went consistently back to back to back to back. So this is a really good program that GeorgeMason is playing today.
Just retiring back in August with the most wins in program history among any sport, as the layup is good for Emmy Stout. She is fouled and will go to the line. Last year, she was Liberty's leading scorer off the bench.
You see them get the ball into her. She comes up this little screen. She has a really good stretch, and she's super efficient down there. She's 6 for 9, tough to guard.
And went right by Sarah Blair. Hits the free throw. Trims the Patriots lead to 1.
Again, a little zone action by Liberty.
Johnson just had her pocket picked. The steal by Athene. And that'll give Liberty a chance to take the lead. MALIYAH slings it outside to Mills, looking for three, and she got it. Mills now has a game-high 18 points and puts the Lady Flames out in front, 46-44. Now the Patriots are getting a little careless with the basketball.
Stout and Mills, they are the two. Mills can score, catch and shoot. Boom, got to have a hand up.
The Patriots went 27-6 last year. Liberty was 26-7. Johnson for three. Goes out of bounds. It will stay with the Patriots. I'm not sure why Mills didn't try to grab that. It was blocked on that three-point attempt by Johnson.
She may have turned to box out already and not seen that it was coming off there short.
Harris thought about lobbing it all the way to the top of the key. Now Harris gets it back, and for three, that's no good. Liberty has matched its largest lead today at 2 points. Can expand that. Ayesdottir, nice look inside.
Good recovery by Lewis Volker.
Able to nudge that away. Harris with the ball. Volker outside, three-pointer, doesn't have a chance. And with the transition, here come the Lady Flames. Cross-court pass, Athene. Athene crossover dribble. Slings it into the corner, Ayesdottir. Doesn't take the shot. Puts on the brakes right on top of the A10 logo, and it's tied up. And that's the third time in this game on three jump balls the Patriots have the possession arrow going their way.
Good defense by Volker again to find a way to get a stop.
So that three-point make by Johnson earlier here in the third, just the second one by the Patriots in the last two quarters. A 2-point Lady Flames advantage. Johnson, close quarters handoff to Harris into the corner. Johnson for three, that's no good. And down with a rebound, Mills. That's her fifth rebound of this game today. Top of the key, Stout. Last year she averaged 7.1 points per game. This year thrust into a starting role. Went off the foot of Athene. Recovers. MALIYAH into heavy traffic, blocked by Volker, and what a play by MALIYAH just to get a second chance at that one.
Good by Mason to not foul in that situation.
Patriots 2 fouls in the first 4 minutes of the quarter. The Lady Flames with only one. Harris backs away from trouble. Now puts it into first gear. Jumper by Harris, no good. She's fouled. Athene was the nearest player for Liberty in that area code, and that's the foul on Athene.
You can see Kennedy working a little ball screen. She didn't really use it, but it kind of got in the way. And just a foul when she goes up for the shot.
Peters and Thompson will check into the game for Liberty. Harris doesn't get the roll on her first trip to the free throw line. Gets the second one of two on that trip. Liberty still with a lead, 46-45. The Patriots have missed their last 4 shots from the floor. They haven't hit a field goal in the last 4 minutes. Thompson. Right wing to Mills. Mills on the move. Cut off by Harris. That's knocked out of bounds by Walton. Despite Liberty's large number of newcomers, only 2 of the current Lady Flames are transfers. Of course, the portal, such an integral part of all college sports now. Off the inbound, it's Peters. Now Thompson. 5 to shoot. Mills looking for some working room and runs out of time. The shot will not count. That make would have put her over 20 points for the game, but a shot clock violation. Kennedy Harris has just 1 point since the opening quarter for the Patriots. Nearing the midway point here in the third. Walton. It's been a quiet game for her. 6 points. Past Ayastarter. Bounding into the lane, and it's out of bounds, and the Patriots will keep the ball.
Got some good penetration that time, but there was really nowhere to go. She just went into the green, and there were a lot of red shirts there.
Long inbound by Harris. All the way around to Walton on the right side.
Mason know that the shot clock is down. There we go.
And a foul called here on Liberty. On the end line, Nawabi picks up the foul. It's GeorgeMason down by 1. This hit now at v.org/donate. 100% of donations go directly to cancer research. Welcome back inside Eagle Bank Arena, where the Patriots trail Liberty 46-45. The Patriots in the third quarter just 1 of 6 from the floor. Liberty is 3 of 5 from the field. Over the last 2 quarters, the Patriots are just 4 of 24 from the floor.
And just 1 of 9 from 3, which again, Liberty's here in this zone. GeorgeMason is hard to guard one-on-one. Go in a zone, they make him take shots that are not their first choice. It's a good defensive strategy for Liberty.
So off the miss by Walton, a foul called on Muamba underneath the basket on Blair. So the Patriots put a lot of points in the bank back in the first quarter. With those numbers of the last 2 quarters, if we didn't show you the score, you would think that Liberty was up in this game by more than 1. And now a foul called on the Patriots. 5-second violation on the Patriots. I was looking at Volker, who was giving a shove to a Liberty player on the far side. Here's Thompson.
A little defensive intensity pickup by Mason's guards.
Into the corner, and a look for 3 by Mills. Contested 3, no good. Volker, wide open look for 3. And the Patriots back in front, 48-46. Volker now with 5 points.
Maybe that's a little kick that they needed to get their offense restarted.
Thompson works on Amoteng. All the way around. Muamba. Driving Ayastarter, can't get the layup to fall, and the rebound to Liberty, and a foul called here on Johnson, who just picked up her 3rd.
Yep, she brings her hands down. You see a little kind of fight there, but then can't have that arm come horizontal over the shooter.
Well, for the Patriots, Johnson with a career-high 18 points in this game. Now with Komara and the inside presence for the Patriots, they each have 3 fouls. So if you're Liberty, every time you've got the ball, you just go right at them.
And Stout just came back in the game. She was taking a little break over there.
And the Patriots going back to Sarah Blair. She'll spell Johnson. 48-47, Patriots out in front. GeorgeMason has hit just 1 of its last 7 shots. Walton, just 2 of 9 for the game. Marked by Ayastarter. Jada Brown. Driving baseline, cut off by Stout. Volker. Outside Harris, into the corner Walton. And the running layup is good for Walton.
Great
nice
finish
fake
there, yep.
The fake, then the finish by Walton. 2 points away from double figures again. Thompson Mills. 3-point Patriots lead. Inside to Stout. Back outside, and that's going to be a turnover on Liberty.
See this little highlight here for Walton, who's been quiet this game. You can't close out like that on her. Zah's too good. She just recognized it. Got an easy one at the hoop.
Under 3 to play here in the third quarter. Volker with the basketball. Smothered by Mills. Turns it over. Fast break points and a chance here for Thompson, who scores. And ties the game 50-50. Thompson played 43 games over 2 years at Boston College before making her way to Liberty. Here the pass is deflected by Stout. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Lady Flames basketball. Stout with that long reach, just able to get a piece of the basketball.
2 times in a row, Liberty closed out 2 people on the ball, and both times Mason turned it over. You see Coach Blair over there talking to Jada Brown, telling her to throw the ball up. Stout is leaving Sarah Blair wide open to create that defensive double team.
Here's Thompson with it now for Liberty. Stout works on Blair, and a strong move by Emmy Stout.
That's a mismatch. With Stout catching the ball that far away from the basket, Blair's going to have a tough time defending her.
Quick first step by Stout.
Yep.
And Blair never recovered. 52-50 Liberty. Into the corner, Volker, and back-to-back threes for Volker.
That was a great adjustment by George Mason. Instead of having Sarah Blair in the corner, they brought Lewis Volker, who can shoot that three-pointer in the corner.
Volker joins a handful of Patriots players with 8 or 9 points here in the game today. Inside look, and Blair with a steal.
Blair can defend her on the block.
Here's Brown. Outside Harris. Volker again for three. Double figures for Volker, and she now has 11 points in today's game. And a timeout is called with the Patriots out in front by 4.
Lewis stepping up big for George Mason in these last few minutes. 3 3-pointers. You see the last one coming off Little Penn.
Back inside Eagle Bank Arena, George Mason 56, Liberty 52. Lewis Volker has given the Patriots a spark here in the third quarter. She is now in double figures for the 3rd time this season, all 3 at home. She has a season high 11 points. She is only 4 points away from matching her career high of 15.
The Patriots definitely needed her offensive spark those last few minutes.
Lady Flames basketball in the final 45 seconds of play here in the third. Athene, highest daughter.
Good deny. Kennedy Harris did a great job denying Mills the basketball on that side of the floor.
Athene cut off, and for Stout, she banks it in, and she just beat the shot clock. Gives the Patriots lead to 2. Jada Brown.
Yeah.
A lane to move, and that's going to be a foul called on Liberty.
You know, good players can make plays when they need to. Shot clock is going down. Kind of just tosses it up there and banks it in right at the buzzer.
Mills just picked up her first. Career highs for the Patriots by M.J. Johnson in 3-pointers made with 4, and also by Lewis Volker with 3. Brown hits the first free throw attempt. She hasn't missed yet this season. Now 7 of 7. Again, the Patriots lead by 4 with 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Athene. Highest daughter right back to Athene. A junior from Spain. Right on top of the A-10 logo. Doesn't get that one to fall. And Volker pulls down the rebound in the final second of play of the third. And the Patriots, after they got off to the big lead back in the first quarter, now in a dogfight down to the wire.
I think it's going to be like that.
58, the Lady Flames, 54. Liberty was picked to finish second overall in Conference USA. Mills and Stout earned preseason all-conference accolades. Only Louisiana Tech received more votes than Liberty in the conference preseason poll. Patriots also were picked to finish second in the Atlantic 10. To the fourth quarter we go. The inside look by Ayestarter, and that is out of bounds, and off the turnover, the Patriots will get the ball.
Patriots coming back, Steve, with both Kamara and Johnson in the game. Both have 3 fouls, but gives them a little bigger, more experienced lineup on the floor.
Liberty had just 3 turnovers back in the first half. They have had 8 so far here in the second. Johnson on the move, and the jumper's no good. Long rebound, Athene, whose father played professional soccer. World Cup coming up next summer. Just had the draw for the pairings. Here's a 3-pointer from the far side by Ayestarter. That is good, and Liberty trails by only 1. Volker. Back outside to Harris. So many similarities between these two teams. The Patriots 27 wins a year ago. Liberty had 26. GeorgeMason at home was 17-4. Liberty at home was 13-1. And a chance for the Lady Flames to regain the lead. Athene cut off by Brown. Ayestarter. Nice first step. Swatted away from her, but right to Athene. Gives to Mills. Mills.
Shot clock's going down.
Remember, she hit that 3-pointer as the shot clock expired earlier in the second half. And here says, I'll get a little bit closer.
Yep.
And Liberty back in front. Back outside to Harris for 3. Front iron no good. Volker underneath. Out to Brown. Off to the right. And Liberty will corral it. And again, the possession arrow will favor GeorgeMason.
So we talked so much about Stout, but Mills is just as good, just as effective. I love that she didn't settle for a 3 and got all the way to the glass to the finish there.
Harris to inbound. Volker from the right side, and that is her first miss from 3 here in the game. Gets it back and found the target.
I was just about to say, Lewis, don't settle for all the 3s, and she took a second one and knocked it down. So good job, Lewis.
2-point lead for the Patriots. Possession arrow has favored GeorgeMason all 4 times here in the game today. Nawabi. Now Mills. Good look inside Nawabi, and it's flipped out of bounds. Who did it touch last? The Patriots look as though it's going to stay Liberty basketball.
And we see Lewis out there, missed the first one, changes her spot, fires the second one, and it's good. Shoot or shoot.
In the game, Volker is 5 for 10. 4 of her attempts have been from beyond the arc.
You know, we don't have to see defensive highlights on those rollouts, but I would have loved to see one. Kennedy Harris did a great job on the defensive end this last possession against Liberty.
GeorgeMason looks to extend the lead. Harris. Working baseline. The jumper. It bounces up and in. It looked like it was going to come off the front of the iron.
That's the reward for that defense that she played at the other end.
So after the Patriots led by as many as 12 back in the first half, the 4-point lead again. It seems like the Patriots have had a 4-point lead almost the entirety of the game. Ayestarter with a good job to keep it in. Now it's out of bounds to GeorgeMason.
See Kennedy working this right side. She had an opportunity to take an early 3 and kind of waved it off. Got herself a little bit closer. Nice pull up and that soft touch to finish it.
11 turnovers by Liberty here in the second half. Only 4 by GeorgeMason. Johnson's turnaround jumper. She banks it in. And the Patriots up by 6. 65-59. For Johnson, she continues to build on a career high. She now has 20. Sent across.
See Kennedy again, just running, making it so hard for Mills to get even a little bit of breathing room.
4 minutes gone by here in the fourth quarter. The Lady Flames could use a stop. Here's Johnson. The Patriots on a 7-0 run. They've hit each of the last 3 shots. Kennedy Harris doesn't make it a fourth in a row, and it went right off of Nawabi and out of bounds to GeorgeMason.
Lucky break there for Mason to keep that possession.
Nawabi has battled injuries. Took a redshirt season last year. She helped Canada's under-18 national team earn a silver medal at the 2024 Women's AmeriCup in Colombia. Here's Walton.
Little zone action by Liberty off the out-of-bounds under.
Three-pointer, and that was good by Johnson. A run of 10-0 by the Patriots to make it 68-59. Athene Nawabi. Right back to Athene. Nowhere to go. Smothered by Walton defensively. Inside look to Stout. They haven't fed her the ball very much here in the second half. And the three-pointer by Ayestarter is good. 6 points for Ayestarter here in the game today. Couple of three-pointers. Johnson fakes the three, and that opens up the space.
Nice read by MJ. Even driving on her on the right side with the left-handed finish.
Patriots up by 8, 70-62. Athene. Under 5 to play. Ayestarter. Moving into the lane, and Volker the reach-in foul. That's her second. The Patriots first.
Yeah, but her hands came down. So you see MJ here. I'm going to ask her if she practiced.
Mason Athletics and by Interstate Moving and Storage. When there's more to your move than just getting there, trust Interstate. Well, MJ Johnson has been on the move here in the game today. She has a career best 25 points. And Ayestarter for Liberty with a couple of big free throws here, trying to chip away at this Patriots lead. And it's both.
Ayestarter has 8 points for Liberty in the last 3 minutes.
Another one of Liberty's players with international experience. Played in the 2022 Under-20 European Championship and also the 2021 U18 Nordic Cup. GeorgeMason with a 6-point advantage. Brown out to Johnson, and why not? Looking for three. Battle for the loose ball, and Thompson down with a rebound. Thompson, coast to coast, and can't finish.
Kennedy with a great pursuit there, using her speed to catch up.
Probably one that Liberty would have wanted to have back to take a little bit more time on setting that one up. Plenty of time to go in the game. Last year when Liberty was on their way to a conference title, they went 9-0 at home.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Walton off the miss.
Oh, yeah.
Patriots able to steal it back. Brown.
Good decision by both Kennedy and Brown.
Well, the Patriots got away with the travel. Here's Thompson racing down the court, and this time the fast break points will go.
Both teams look a little tired here in these last couple minutes. We've had some turnovers.
Last year, Liberty did not lose 2 in a row. They've won 3 in a row coming into today. Under 3 to play here in the fourth. Harris, front of the iron, no good.
Oh.
Not sure what Stout was doing there off that loose ball, but the Lady Flames get it anyway, down by 4. Ayestarter, she's had the hot hand and scoops it up. It rattles in and out. Swatted out of bounds, and the late direction by the official, and Liberty will keep the ball.
Yeah. Coach Blair is calling a timeout. I think that's a real good decision.
Initially, I'm not sure there's enough to overturn that. And the Flames off the inbound will try to trim the lead. Nawabi. Starter marked by Walton. Patriots have done a good job on the rebounding department as Starter found a seam and now has 10 points. A 2-point game in the final 2:15 of play. Patriots have one fewer rebounds than Liberty, who's one of the top teams in the country in rebound differential at plus 14 entering the day. Harris on the move, nowhere to go.
4, 3, shot clock's going down.
Walton doesn't get it to fall. On the floor, and it bounces right to Stout. Mills, one of 3 players for the Lady Flames with double figures. Athene working past Brown. Inside look to Stout, and the layup will go, and we're tied 70 apiece.
Now, it's the first time Stout has touched it, and she's gonna continue to be effective for them.
22 points here today for Stout. She's been in double figures every game this season for Liberty.
Mason's working that 2-man game with Walton and Harris.
Walton pulls up for the jumper, no good, and Walton underneath off the miss by Harris. She just made herself invisible, and the Patriots back out in front.
I think you spoke it into existence, Steve. You said buzz it.
On the floor for GeorgeMason. Walton, Harris, Brown, Johnson, Kamara, Mills, Athene, Nawabi, Stout, and Starter. The 5 on the court for Liberty.
You're going to get a hard deny for Mills. Yep, Kennedy's not going to let her get the ball. Got a double team down there on Stout.
Athene recovered, kicks it out to Mills. Athene thought she didn't have enough time on the shot clock.
Yeah.
And just threw it away. She had 6 seconds to work with.
You could see Liberty's coach standing with his hands out like, what?
I would give the officials' whistles a workout here.
Yeah. You see they're trying to hold. Oh,
and they steal the ball. Thompson on the fast break. Doesn't get the layup to fall. That's the second time here in the fourth quarter that Thompson has missed a fast break layup.
And there was a clear hold on the inbounds play here. Like you see that hold right there. Didn't get the call. Great by GeorgeMason to not foul.
Yeah, Johnson just pulled the jersey of Kennedy Harris. On an NFL Sunday, you would have seen a yellow flag fly right out there.
You say, Lewis, go get the ball. Go, Lewis. There you go. So that's 1. This is tough. GeorgeMason's going to have to get the ball inbounds multiple times. If you're Liberty, you want to let them throw it in and foul right away. Get the ball in.
It's into Harris, and there's another foul by Thompson.
And if you're GeorgeMason, you don't want to assume that you're going to get fouled. You want to catch the ball, go to the ball, overrun the pass, and catch it with the intention, I'm going to catch this ball and dribble. Take off time. There we go. Smart, smart, smart. Good play by GeorgeMason.
Mill the reach in foul.
When you throw this ball in, you want to throw it in the direction of George Mason's basket as much as possible.
Down to 16.3 remaining.
Go that way. There you go. Okay, we're going to shoot.
So it only took them 15 seconds to rattle off those fouls.
George Mason substitutes back in some post players for rebounding and defense.
From the free throw line today, the Patriots are 8 of 11. Walton is 2 of 2. So with a make on the next one, she can make it a 2-possession game. And off the miss, Aya's daughter hauls down the rebound and down to the wire here with 14.5 seconds to play. So still a
big difference sometimes between what happens on the chalkboard and what happens on the court.
On the court for the Patriots, Walton, Harris, Brown, Johnson, Komara. Mills, Athene, Nawabi, Stout, Aya's daughter. The 5 on the floor for the Lady Flames. Stout gets it right away. We'll see if they feed to Mills. Mills looking for 3. There it is. She got it from the right wing. Mills hits the 3 and now has 23, and this game is tied.
Wow. Final shot.
The Patriots have gone to overtime. Once this season, they trailed Georgetown by 14 points back on November the 14th and stormed back to tie and then defeated the Hoyas in overtime 61-54. Brown off the inbound, turns it over. Mills has the handle, has 5 seconds to work. Last shot here for the Lady Flames. Mills pulls up for the jumper, and she is fouled by Lewis Volker. And that will send Avery Mills to the free throw line with a chance to win the game.
We'll get at this final play.
Mills is 3 of 4 from the free throw line tonight. She is an 87% shooter on the year. 16 of 19 on the season for Mills. The first shot up and away. It rattles in and out, and that will put the pressure on Mills.
Big shot.
And she got the second with 0.6 seconds remaining. The Patriots are going to have to hurry down. 74-73 from the backcourt, up and away, and no good. The Patriots led by as many as a dozen points in today's game. Liberty just hung around, although they didn't have the lead for very long in the game. And Mills